Happy birthday, Evo. Happy 5th anniversary evolution. They said we couldn't do it. 3 months. Look where we are today. Let's just blow up that chat box and reach each shout out. Happy birthday to each and every one of us. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited that I have an opportunity to bring up this amazing individual. And I can tell you that if you don't know him, you will get to know him. And celebrating our 5-year in evolution travel and Archer travel allow me to get the opportunity to not just meet this amazing man, but also build a business relationship and a partnership. And when I think about this individual that I'm getting ready to bring up, we actually started having conversation back in 2017. And in 2017, Archer Travel only had, let me say this again, 14 bookings with Sandals. 2018, we pulled it together and started really working really closely, really hard, coming up with, a plan of attack on how we can get all of our business partners Sandals certified. So 2018, we did 16, 2019, let's just put it in the chat box, we did over 69 bookings. But even better during COVID, family, 54. Total of 54 bookings during COVID. So when I look at where we were in 2017 and where we are in 2020 and look to see what we're going to do for 2021, I like to bring up Richard Sandoval, our corporate BDM for Sandals. This man have not just poured into myself, but tons of other business partners and his BDMs across the footprint to ensure that they are continuing and being accessible for us, working with us in 2021 and marketing plans. And also there's a ton of you that's probably right now on fam trips and been on fam trips since October of last year and looking to do fam trips coming up soon. I like to bring up my friend, the amazing man that allowed us to continue to strive to success with Evo, Richard Sandoval out of Fraser, California. Richard, are you there? I see your hand.
I am definitely here. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing this evening? I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Gosh, Patrice hit the nail on the head. Thank you so much for such an amazing introduction. But let's, truth be told, none of this could have happened without the help of many individuals there at Archer Travel Group. Patrice Vance being, the #1 supporter in Sandals and really helping me find who to get in touch with. Those I know she's not around anymore, but Jill Langley was a huge part in the success of Archer as well. And then individual advisors like Karen Higgins, Gina DeMasi, all of them with their group efforts, really trying to bring Sandals to Archer Travel Group and Evolution Travel. So, with the help of those individuals, again, you guys have really strove and done more than what I could possibly imagine selling Sandals and Beaches Resorts. So as Patrice said, we are very, very close to hitting 200 traveled bookings for 2021, which again, that is huge from when I very first started looking at the numbers and seeing 14 with an agency that has well over 2,000 advisors. And I think now there's over 5,000 of you. But I just remember looking at this account, and it was probably within my first week or two, just looking at Archer Travel Group and saying, and actually, a quick short story. My first time to Archer Travel Group, the head office I actually went with a trainer of mine. It was my first or second week actually in the field, and I went with the trainer of mine named Cynthia Brousseau. And we kind of just talked back in the car after I got it back inside my car. And I told her, I was like, this account I know has so much potential. I just need to figure out who to talk to and find out really who are going to be the heavy hitters. And once I just dug my claws in, once I met Patrice, once I met Jill, even Ron Archer at the time of, I mean, now we're at where we want to be. And still, we're not even done. I think Archer Travel Group could at least have 1,000 bookings a year. Okay, so that's my personal goal for this agency, is to have 1,000 bookings a year. With an agency that has over 5,000 advisors, come on, 1 out of every 5 advisors could sell 1 booking. And I know there's advisors out there that are selling, 40 a year already with us. So again, we got so much potential. What I'm going to be doing today is I just sent my email address in the group chat. So if everyone can, after the call, if everyone could please send me an email with your name, phone number, and which city and state that you're located in, because I'm really trying to figure out who all is with Archer Travel Group, where you're located at, so then I can put you in touch with even your local BDM. Because yes, I'm the corporate Archer Travel Group at BDM, but if I'm able to, not in the group chat, send me the email, but if I'm able to put you in touch with your BDM that's closest to you, when COVID is over and we're able to do all these bridal shows and all these marketing events, those are going to be the people that are going to be right behind you every step of the way. So again, I put my email address in the chat. You'll have my email address at the very end of this. Email me after we're done, so that way we can concentrate everything down here, okay? So again, I'm going to now share my screen and we are going to get started. I know there's people here that are well familiar with sandals, so you may hear the information all over again. I know there's people here that are brand new that may have started less than a month ago. Don't worry, I'm here for everybody, and let me go ahead and begin my presentation. Okay, so I put this all the way down. So I'm not going to see anything in the chat box. So if one of the advisors, either Patrice or I think there's someone else that's moderating, if you want to, if there's any questions as I'm going, write them down, keep them ahead of time. So that way towards the end, I could go ahead and answer all the questions so I don't get distracted while I'm in the middle of the presentation, okay? Also, any questions, again, hold them to the end. Once we're in the very end of everything, write down in the chat box. We'll have plenty of time, okay? So that's me. My name is Richard Sandoval. I am the business development manager for Central California. Yes, that means I'm the corporate BDM for Archer Travel Group / Evolution Travel. I have now been doing this for about 3.5 years. I've been in the travel industry for about 7 years now. And let me tell you, it has never been a better experience ever in my life than joining the travel industry. And now, like I said, I'm almost 7 years in. So I have a lot of knowledge to share. I've been a travel advisor beforehand. So that means I have knowledge from both ends of the trade, of the coin. So no worries. Ask me just about anything. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. What does it take to be the world's best all-inclusive luxury brand in the Caribbean, right? Well, let me tell you, especially during now when it comes to COVID and everything that has been happening. with everything that's been going on with COVID, we need to be able to send places where our clients and the travel advisors alike are going to be able to sell with confidence. Well, right now, Sandals has come out with our Platinum Protocols of Cleanliness, where there's 18 different touch points across 3 different categories. And we are here to make sure that your clients are going to be able to have a safe and reliable place to be able to travel to. Okay. So again, what makes us the world's best all-inclusive resort, right? Well, believe it or not, we are actually the world's only all-inclusive super brand. Well, Richard, what is a super brand? Okay, I'm sure many of you know of Nike. Many of you heard of Coca-Cola. Well, again, those are brands that are super brands. They are very well recognized. In fact, when it comes to North American consumers, Sandals Resorts has an 84% brand recognition. We've done that on purpose because this way, now, 8 out of every 10 people will have heard of the Sandals or Beaches brand. It just makes it easier to sell. So guess what? We now have 18 resorts across 7 different islands throughout Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Grenada, and Barbados. But for those that haven't heard yet, believe it or not, we actually have another 2 resorts that we've announced the location and where they're going to be, but we don't have an opening date for. Well, one is Sandals in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The second is Sandals in Curacao. So again, we have 2 more locations that we're gonna have sandals on. So new things on the rise, right? So Sandals Resorts, believe it or not, has a 40% return guest rate. When we're talking about travel brands and all inclusiveness and where our guests like to travel, with only having 18 resorts, having a 40% return guest rate is huge. But again, that's what helps makes us a super brand. We have the industry leading staff to room ratio. So we actually have 4 staff members for every 1 room located at a given resort. And some resorts actually have a much higher staff to room ratio. So we're always there to assist our guests and give them more. We are also located as the world leading best luxury all-inclusive resort for now 25 years in a row by World Travel Awards. Now, let me tell you, okay, so I kind of said that very quickly. This is not voted on by just travel advisors or consumers. It's voted by everybody combined. Those that have seen the resort, those that have not, team members, travel advisors, consumers. And again, now for 25 years in a row, we have been recognized as the world's leader. That's absolutely huge. And that should help you with really, truly being able to say that these are the resorts that you can sell with confidence. Okay. I already mentioned now for 25 years in a row that again, we are the world's leading all-inclusive resort company. So let's go ahead and meet the brands. We have Sandals Resorts. That's adults only, more importantly, couples only, more importantly, made for 2 people in love. That is who the Sandals brand is for. It is made for 2 people in love. Those that may ask, oh, are you LBGTQ friendly? At the end of the day, it is for any 2 people in love. Okay. At Sandals, there will only be king size beds. So there's no having 2 double beds or having a trundle bed. You won't find that anywhere at Sandals. King size beds only. Okay. What that does mean is Beaches, of course, is the resorts for everyone. So it could be for families, friends, BFF getaways, scuba divers, whatever, whoever wants to travel, you can travel to a Beaches Resorts. And there will be activities that are for you. Because again, we have made that brand for everyone. So I already mentioned some of the destinations. I already showed you 2 of our new destinations that are not located on this map. But again, where are we now? Jamaica, St. Lucia, Antigua, Bahamas, Grenada, Barbados, and Turks and Caicos. So those people that are asking, no, we are not in Mexico. No, we are not in Hawaii. We are only in the Caribbean and on the best beaches in the Caribbean. Okay. So for those that didn't know, before I mentioned, the late Mr. Stewart actually did pass away, not this past Monday, but the Monday before. And he was the sole creator of Sandals. It was his vision that helped create Sandals and Beaches to what it is today. It was with his vision that all of our resorts are on the best beaches and the calmest waters. It was with his vision that we have a place that has for 2 people in love. And then, of course, we have a place for everyone. So everything that you're going to see here was all guided by this man, the Honorable Gordon Butch Stewart. And he really truly created a vacation, most or some people could even say the perfect style of vacation. But in this case, it is a luxury included vacation that's available for everyone, right? So, what does sandals and beaches and the luxury included vacation include, right? Because everybody hears of all inclusiveness and the fact that all inclusive is everywhere. It's in Mexico, it's all across the Caribbean, it's in parts of Europe. I mean, people hear of all inclusive, but we are truly all luxury included a vacation. So where does that start? Believe it or not, that starts with all of our meals and our 5-star global gourmet dining. Now, I haven't eaten yet, so you're going to find that I'm going to talk a little bit about dining throughout this presentation, and I'm just going to get hungry by the end. But our 5-star global gourmet dining that you're going to see throughout the presentation is truly where we excel over almost any other resort on the planet, you know. But again, we'll show you that later. We also have our premium brand liquor and our luxurious accommodations where we try to bring the beach, the water, the sand, everything up into one. We also have included scuba diving for all those that are PADI certified or NAUI certified. Now, how many resorts can say that they include a 5-star scuba diving and all the equipment for their clients? We also include round trip airport transfers. So again, we're able to uh, share in that cost, so that way the advisors or that way the clients don't have to pay extra just to get their transfers. We also have all tips and gratuities included, as well as hotel taxes. Now, I'm gonna share a quick little tidbit with this. All tips and gratuities and hotel taxes are included. I've seen this numerous times across many, many, many different resorts, whether it's in the Caribbean or Mexico or anywhere else that might be possibly located, right? However, I've gone to many, many, many resorts down in Mexico where it says all tips and gratuities are included. But I'm sure a lot of you share this same experience with me. You find out that the group next to you tends to be getting their orders quickly, quickly, quickly. They may be on their 5th drink while you're barely on your 2nd, and you're wondering why you keep having to flag down that waiter. Well, you find out that even though they said tips were included, they probably tipped their waiter or waitress an extra $20. So they're getting served just quick, right? Well, at Sandals Resort, if you find someone that has their hand out asking for a tip, they're probably not going to have a job the next day. We do not allow tipping at our resorts. And we truly do not allow tipping because we don't want to have that same situation that goes down there happen on our resorts. Those that go to our resorts truly deserve that luxury included vacation that they paid into. Not those people down there have better service than me because they decided that they brought extra and they could tip. No, we're not about that. We give people the type of service that they deserve. And the only people that can accept a tip on resort are butlers, and that's because they go above and beyond than any other service staff on a resort does. And when you're in a spa and you get a spa treatment, okay, and that's because they're doing additional services for you. Only 2 people ever allowed on a resort that's ever allowed to receive a tip, but they will still never ask for one. The luxury included vacation also includes unlimited water sports, unlimited land sports, and exchange privileges throughout the different resorts. Due to COVID, exchange privileges are different per resort, so just make sure you call reservations and double check to see if they still have exchange privileges on that particular island. Like example, in St. Lucia, we used to provide the transfers between all 3 resorts in St. Lucia. We do not do that now. St. Lucia government does state that once you're in St. Lucia, you must stay at the specific resort that you're going to. Okay, so again, you want to double check which island that you're going to for the for the exchange privileges. So, of course, Sandals would not be a 5-star luxury resort unless it had exclusive rooms, suites, and features. So let me go ahead and share with you some different levels of categories at Sandals, and then you'll see some of the beautiful Love Nest suites that we offer at our resorts. So at Sandals Resorts, we start with the luxury included vacation. Then you go with Club Sandals, or of course, our Butler Elite. Every single room category gets the luxury included vacation, right? But at Club Sandals, now you're actually going to be met upon arrival by a Club Sandals concierge. That's going to take you to the air-conditioned Club Sandals lounge, where you're going to be able to do your privately checked-in session. Um, Due to COVID, you can actually now check in from home and be escorted directly to your room. So that's something new that you can do right there on the TA portal. Um, Also, upon arrival, right when you get off that shuttle, you'll be served with a cool lemongrass scented towel, which let me tell you, when you finally get to our resorts, I always tell people that the vacation starts not when you're leaving LAX. I'm from LA, so not when you're leaving LAX, not when you go through customs and you arrive in Jamaica, not when you're taking that shuttle to our resorts, but your vacation truly starts with that moment, right? I know everybody on this call knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say that sound. But trust me, when we serve that cool lemongrass scented cloth to be able, or that lemon scented towel to wipe all the sweat and tears from travel away, you get that moment, and that's when you're truly on vacation. So, also included with the Club Sandals, you'll be escorted to your room by the Club Sandals concierge. They will then give you an in-room orientation, and anytime that you need to contact or make any spa reservations, make any island route reservations, dining reservations, you want a nice cool place to relax and have hors d'oeuvres or a drink, welcome to the concierge service. Now, I've talked about our five-star luxury resorts, and it would not be complete without our Butler Elite by Sandals, which is trained by the Guild of Professional English Butlers. Now, these men and women are looking for that wow factor. If they see your clients go, wow, they are doing their jobs. They go above and beyond to learn the likes and dislikes of your client, to know what they're doing, what their itinerary is, because who knows? Maybe they'll be welcomed back in the room with their bath fully drawn, with a bath fully drawn with warm water, maybe flower petals in their bath, and then again maybe champagne right next to the bath with the note there that says, I know you've had a hard day. Please enjoy your bath on us. Right? So I shared that experience because believe it or not, I had the pleasure of getting butler service one time, just one time in my 3.5 years, right? And I declined. I said, you know what? I actually don't need a butler. You know, he could go ahead and help out the rest of the staff. Well, that day, or the very next day, I was actually busy doing 3 separate resort tours. And let me tell you, when you do 3 tours in a day, you get very tired. You get a little smelly every now and then. Um, but this butler apparently called my bus driver, found out where I was located at, found out when I'd be 15 minutes from the resort, found out if we've eaten or not. So that exact situation happened to me. He drew the bath, put warm water, put flower petals, brought out the champagne with ice, poured out 1 glass, and said, "I know you had a hard day. Here's on us." And I was able to have some champagne, and I just relaxed in the night in the tub and just kind of watched some TV for the rest of the day. But I mean, it's those small moments that truly make your vacation. You know, I was not expecting him to do that. I said, no, I don't want Butler. But guess what? He was there looking for that wow factor. And what they do for your clients goes above and beyond most things of what you could think of. Go on the TA portal, go under Butler preferences. I'm sure you'll see more stories of what our Guild of Professional Butlers have done for our clients. So at all of our resorts, we include a complimentary transfer to our resorts. But in our top tier suites at certain resorts, we include Rolls-Royce transfers, and we include our BMW luxury private transfers. So again, these are per rooms, per resorts. So do double check before you promise someone they get a Rolls-Royce when they don't. Okay, so just make sure you double check. Someone at reservations can share with you, or when you're looking at the room, the type of room, it actually explains there as well what type of transfer they'll receive. So the 5-star luxury included rooms, suites, features, right? All of our rooms are king size, luxurious, solid mahogany furnishings, and Serta king size mattresses. We also have Egyptian cotton linens, and we have pillow menus at certain resorts for our clients. We have satellite LED TVs, stocked in-room bars for your flavor of choice. Now, this has now changed slightly. We still have the stocked in-room bars, but for the club and Butler level, you actually, on arrival, you actually have a list to say what you may want in your room. So me, I don't like vodka. I'm not a vodka drinker. I don't want vodka in my room. No problem. I'm a gin drinker, so maybe there might be a bottle of gin with some Jamaican Appleton rum in the room. That's it. But that's because we're trying to make sure that we have exactly in the room what the clients are looking for. So now I'm going to share with you some of our most interesting rooms and suites and going throughout several different resorts. This is a Romeo and Juliet suite with a private pool at Sandals Ochi Beach Resort in Jamaica. A swim-up Crystal Lagoon beachfront Butler suite at Sandals Negril. Italian swim-up bi-level one-bedroom Butler suite at Sandals Grenada. I'm going to pause here. Yes, I know our names are long. Yes, I know some resorts have 24 different room categories. Don't worry, they're not there to freak you out. They're actually there to teach you all about the room without having to look at every single detail. So this one in particular, South Seas Grand Ronneval Butler Suite with private pool sanctuary at Sandals Grenada. Well, let me share with you guys a few things. South Seas, that's actually the village that it's located in. So if you bring out that Sandals brochure and you bring out the map of Sandals Grenada, it's going to show you the 3 separate villages in Sandals Grenada, and you'll see where the South Seas village is at. That way, you'll see exactly where the rendezvous will be located at when you're sharing with your clients. It's a rendezvous butler suite. That means, yes, it has butler service. A rendezvous is a room that has a round roof, and it's a round room, really. And it has a private pool sanctuary. That means, yes, you have your private pool sanctuary. So there's many rooms at Sandals Montego Bay that have a tranquility soaking tub. But guess what? It will be in the room category name. Now, if you're selling this room and you're like, and it has a tranquility soaking tub, that is false because it is not in the room category name. So make sure that you truly look at what's in the room category name when you're selling the different resorts. This is actually one of my favorite room categories. It's our Sky Pool Butler Suites, which we have at Sandals Grenada, and we also have at Sandals Royal Barbados. Sandals Royal Barbados. So, of course, I showed you rooms at Sandals. Let me show you a room at Beaches because we have a variety of servicing families of all different shapes, sizes, everywhere at Beaches. So, our Key West beachfront 4-bedroom Butler Villa residence actually sleeps up to 18 people in this particular Butler Villa. So, you have that family reunion and you want everybody to stay close, they could come here and all have Butler service in that villa residence. Earlier, you heard me slightly talk about the tranquility soaking tubs. These are the beautiful tranquility soaking tubs with privacy curtains because we hope everybody uses them and is not risque throughout our resorts. But these tranquility soaking tubs are on newly renovated rooms that again have it in the room category name. We also have ultimate spa-like bathrooms. But let me share with you a quick secret. Everybody should have TA portal access. Make sure you are looking at the pictures of the room before you say that it has a beautiful spa-like bathroom. Because some rooms have been renovated, some rooms have not. But by going through the pictures, you'll know exactly what the renovated rooms look like and the type of bathrooms that they have. But most of our bathrooms, if not all, have the ultimate spa-like bathrooms where you have the walk-in showers, freestanding soaking tubs, double marble vanities, his and her plush robes, and one of my favorites is our Red Lane Spa amenity kit. So I say that because I've taken my wife down to the resort, and I know all the women out there. Anytime you travel, you bring your own shampoos, you bring your own conditioners, because it has to be perfect for your hair. I know this, right? And believe it or not, now my wife will always take and ask me to bring home Red Lane Spa amenity kits because she loves the conditioner and the shampoos that we use at our resorts. So all you ladies, don't worry, we have spa-like amenities right there at our resorts. And here's some of what our bathrooms may look like. So at Sandals, we were the first ones to do the swim up pool bar, and we feel that we were the first ones to perfect it. But that's not all. We were also have so many different types of pools and different types of um, embraces when we talk about our pools. Like we have zero entry pools, swim up crystal lagoons, private pool suites, scuba diving pools, swim up pool bars, and of course, like I said, my favorite, sky pool suites. Earlier, I also mentioned that we are going to be talking about our five-star global gourmet dining with over 194 restaurants, and I believe it says 24 culinary concepts. 23 culinary concepts. My apologies. But now I'm going to share with you a video of some of our five-star global gourmet dining. And if you're not hungry before this presentation, you will be hungry once this video ends.
Let's go straight
To number one.
Let the only five-star luxury included resorts
Everybody's favorite shit.
culinary excellence that spans 21 cuisines across 5 continents. Kiss me on the lips. 9. We call it five-star global gourmet. Unrivaled in taste, originality, and presentation. Sandals offers up to 16 restaurants per resort, and since it's included and unlimited, you can dine whenever and wherever you like, all day, every day. 5. Let's go straight to number 1.
So as you could tell, we went straight to number one in that video, right? So let me share with you some of our unique culinary concepts when we're talking about our five-star global gourmet dining. Well, here's one of them. We have La Parisienne, which is French cuisine, and it's the Caribbean's first rooftop restaurant located there at Sandals Royal Barbados. We also have the Bombay Club, which is our first Indian cuisine restaurant, located again at Sandals Barbados. And it's actually located at a few other resorts as well. Butch's Chop House, which is our first ever steakhouse restaurant, located at Sandals Grenada and located at Sandals Royal Barbados. Now, let me tell you, we have Butch's Chop House and we also have Butch's Steak and Seafood. But taking a moment on Butch's Chop House. So I'm from California. So those that are in California, if you're familiar with, I believe it's called Morden Steakhouse, they have these $50 to $200 steaks. Well, that $200 steak that they sell at Morden's, believe it or not, we actually have complimentary here at Butch's Chop House, amongst many others. My first time to Butch's Chop House, I actually ordered 3 steaks, no sides, just because I wanted to try a few different ones. But guess what? It's because it's all inclusive and you're able to do so. In fact, let me share with you another fun fact. Most of my advisors, for some reason, they love going to our Bombay Club to try the Indian cuisine. Well, at a resort, when it's all inclusive, why not be able to try Indian cuisine if you've never tried it before? Well, guess what? I've soon realized I was not a big fan of Indian cuisine. I know I'm breaking a lot of people's hearts, but I just wasn't a big fan of Indian cuisine. But still, for all my advisors, when they travel with me to resort, I still take them to Bombay Club. But that's because it's all inclusive. So when we're done at Bombay, I walk on over to Soy, I order some sushi, I walk on over to Butch Chop House, I order a steak, then I walk on over to Butch's Steak and Seafood, and I have some lobster. Because at an all-inclusive resort, why not have 3 separate entrees? Now, don't waste your food. If you're not gonna eat the sides, no, don't ask for the sides. Be respectful in that sense. But yes, if you want to go to 3 separate restaurants because your stomach can handle it, go to 3 separate restaurants. If you want to have an appetizer at one, the meal at another, drinks at the third, and then you want to have a dessert at the fourth, go right ahead. At Sandals, it is all luxury included, and it's your choice to dine wherever you may want to. We also have our 5-star premium liquors. Yes, it's all included and it's all unlimited. We have up to 12 bars per resort, and we actually have the highest premium liquors that we partner with. So, a quick trick. When I've gone down to the resort, I've noticed every single bar actually has aged liquor. Most of the time, it's aged rum. So it'll be like 12-year aged rum, right? If you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it. But even throughout the resorts, you could go to the different bars and say, hey, can I have, this is going to break people's hearts. Can I have a rum and juice or rum and Coke? But can you use a 12-year aged rum or just rum over the rocks? They'll do that for you. Because again, at Sandals, we have the premium liquors just for you. We also have the Rabbit Hole, which is at Sandals Ochi Beach Resort, and it's the only place that we actually serve moonshine throughout any of our resorts. But at the Rabbit Hole, and you'll see more when I talk about Sandals Ochi, this is one of the best places to be able to party, relax, and it really takes back people back into time because it's actually our only speakeasy throughout the brand. And Big Mama there, when she's in the house, woo, she's got some lungs on her. She could definitely sing. She's actually one of the best singers in all of Jamaica. So I showed you how you could party at the Rabbit Hole. But again, at Sandals, it is all about our clients and giving them more, right? So let's give them more entertainment where we bring fire dancers, guys on stills. We have our Jamaican dancers and our reggae classes and our reggae dances. But you know what? If you want to have a sophisticated night, we also have our white nights, our where we bring out chocolate fountains and everyone's wearing white. I mean, we have so much entertainment. Trust me, you'll be listening for those steel drums playing in the evening. And earlier you heard me mention that we have the widest range of sports on land and sea. Well, you're going to see here that yes, we have scuba diving that's included if you're PADI certified or NAUI certified. And again, we actually have Greg Norman designed golf courses. So anyone that's even interested in golf and wants to play at professional golf courses, come down to our resorts. Golf is included. Now, what is the best way to help grow your business? I can already hear the echoes. Yes, people are chanting. It's groups, groups, groups. Best way to grow your business, right? So you can grow your business by doing a dive group or a golf group or a pickleball group. Or of course, in the typical Sandals fashion where love is all you need, why not do a customizable wedding, a retie the knot, an anniversary group. Again, there's so much you could do here at Sandals and Beaches. But the weddings are fully customizable to the bride and groom. You can have as much or as little as they may please, because there are no options, no packages. Sorry, there are no packages, no themes, but endless options for the brides and grooms. There's so many different inspirations that they can have, so many different types of decor that they can have, that once they start going through it, again, it's as little or as much as they may choose. So now I'm going to show and share with you some of the updates that we've been doing with our resorts across our chain. Today, I will mainly talk about Sandals, unless I quickly go through it. Then we'll talk a little bit about beaches. Later on, I will do a second session. Hint, hint, I will do a second session, and we will talk all about the TA portal, how to use it for your benefits, marketing, and other pluses that are on there that will again help you grow your business. But of course, you need to know about the brands, you need to know about the resorts prior to doing that. And I always do the 2 sessions because I don't like to overload people with too much information. So Sandals Montego Bay, this was our flagship resort. It was the first ever one that Mr. Stewart first purchased back, gosh, 1980. I'm not going to say the year because I'm going to get it wrong. But this is what it used to look like before. And this is where we had our central of entertainment. It was right there in the main lobby. Well, that's what our lobby looks like now. Right when you get off that shuttle, you are already having a view of that ocean. The second you get off that shuttle, it is just absolutely breathtaking. This was our sports bar. This is what it looks like now. This is our French restaurant. You know, we're had again just dining out here. We've actually now added floor to ceiling windows, and we've added an outside deck area. This was our Sea Grapes building. Look at it now. So again, we are all about enhancing our resorts, about making them better than what they were before. You know, this was a 1-bedroom Butler suite. This is what it looks like now. You know, oh, sorry. This may have been just like a junior suite. This was a 1-bedroom Butler suite because you have the bedroom area and the living room area. This is what it looks like now. So again, all these enhancements are there to enhance your guest's experience, especially when this used to be the epitome of luxury. And now we're giving them spa-like luxury inside the safety of their room. Before and after. So I know everyone's on mute, but I hear all those oohs and ahs, you know, because somehow not everyone's on mute. But again, before and after. Before and after. So again, we're always trying to give our clients more. Now, Sandals Montego Bay, believe it or not, actually has the longest stretch of white sand, private white sand beach in Jamaica. I say private white sand beach because Sandals Negril is not a private beach. So anyone that's looking to do all the beach style fun, beach volleyball all day long, Sandals Montego Bay is such a lovely and party resort that most clients tend to enjoy. I do have to tell you, you can hear the planes over Montego Bay, so you do have to make sure that you explain that to your clientele. We've also added new restaurants at Sandals Montego Bay since the last time I've been there, like the Jerk Shack, Soy, our sushi bar, and my favorite. And of course, Butch's Steak and Seafood. We've also added my favorite place at Sandals South Coast here at Sandals Montego Bay. It is our Latitudes Over the Water Bar. For those that are looking to get married, you can still walk on water and float on air at our wedding chapel. And Sandals Montego Bay is the only place that actually has a chapel at our resorts. So on Sundays, those that want to give thanks can do so at a chapel. We also have meeting spaces. So anytime someone wants to hold a conference at our resort, they can, or an incentive group. Now, moving over to our second resort out there in Montego Bay area, Sandals Royal Caribbean Resort and Private Island, where it has British traditions and exotic adventures only in Jamaica. You can see here, we have our 5 villas located to the left and 12 bungalows located over there to the right in the shape of a heart, because again, at Sandals, love is all you need. Now, everybody that stays in the Montego Bay area, believe it or not, has access to this private island located right here. And trust me, those are some of the most breathtaking views right there from Sandals private island. So where love is all you need, let's explore and deep dive inside one of our villas. And I will share with you the difference between a villa and a bungalow. Bungalow, villa. Those of you that cannot spot the difference, the villa is almost twice, the villa is almost twice the size and has its own private plunge pool located right here. So no plunge pool, plunge pool. No plunge pool, plunge pool. I say that several times because there are 3 resorts that have bungalows, but this is the only resort that has a villa. Okay, all of our villas and bungalow have a glass bottom flooring where you could turn on the light and see the fish swim underneath. They all come with Morton Brown amenities instead of Red Lane Spa amenities, and of course you have your own personalized butler for every single bungalow. Gosh, isn't that view just breathtaking? So, at Sandals Royal Caribbean, let's share with you some of the restaurants that are located here, like Spices, which is Caribbean cuisine. We also have a Bombay Club here as well. And we have our new Sandringham building. That is, if you're looking for the renovated rooms here at this resort, this is the building that you're looking for. Where before, after. So, moving on that shuttle bus, we're going over there to Sandals Ochi Beach Resort, located in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Right? Now, this is the most happening place, and it's happening here at Sandals. It's also our largest resort with over 500 rooms located at this resort. So, the cool thing about this resort and one of its unique features, it has over 105 different cool pools. No, you do not have access to all 105. Some of them are private, just like the Butler Village in the honeymoon Romeo and Juliet 1-bedroom villa suite with private pool sanctuary, as an example of a private pool. So I share with you Sandals Ochi because there are 2 separate sections to Sandals Ochi. You have the Garden Butler Village, and then of course, so again, we have our Butler Village, and then of course we have our Ocean Village. They are connected by a middle street which no one can cross unless you're in the shuttle buses. We call it the hop that could take you from one area to the other because it is such a large resort. Those that want it kind of quiet, a little bit mellow, up in the gardens, you're looking for that Butler Village or in that garden section. Those that want to party at the Ocean Beach Club, that want to go to 2 a.m. in the morning, because trust me, there will be noise at the Ocean Beach Club, you can do so. But you have to be prepared for that. And that's going to be in the beach area. So again, it has 2 different vibes here at this resort. And of course, it has our largest overwater wedding chapel, because since it's such a large resort, we tend to have the biggest weddings located here at Sandals Ochi. I wanted to share with you, okay, so right here, in the middle of this screen, you're gonna see this big old white building, and at the very bottom is the Ocean Beach Club, okay? This plays music till 2 in the morning. So if you're putting clients in the rooms right above, keep in mind, it's noisy till 2 in the morning. I share with you because I want to make sure that you put your clients in the most respectable spot that they're going to want to be in. So also right in front of that Ocean Beach Club is that beach area. So you could be at 11 o'clock going with the music in your trunks because you may want to run out to the beach or swim in the water while the music's playing in the background. I say this because I've done it. I've lived it. I've had that experience. And let me tell you, it is so much fun here at Sandals Ochi. It is also the only resort that brings a mechanical bull out onto the beach 1 day a week. Okay, so one of the biggest questions I get by working for Sandals for 3.5 years is, Richard, what is your favorite or your favorite resort? Well, I have a top 3, and Sandals South Coast is within my top 3 out of my favorite resorts because water is the inspiration for everything new at Sandals South Coast, where of course it is our second location that has the overwater bungalows where love is all you need, so it's in the shape of a heart. But let me tell you, this resort has gotten so many renovations over the course of this past year. Not only does it have the beautiful bungalows that I showed you at Sandals Royal Caribbean, but it also has the all-new first South Seas Sandoval Village, where it is featuring a swim-up lagoon connected to those beautiful Sandoval suites that I showed you at Sandals Grenada. And this is all new. You can now sell this to your clients. We also have the all-new beachfront Dutch Village. Now, before this, there used to be a pool. Now we have all these swim-up suites, and we have renovated the rooms. But my favorite spot in this entire resort is hammock number 5. If you could see my mouse, it is hammock number 5 right here. It is the #1 spot that you can see the sunrise and the sunset from the resort at Sandals South Coast. So you, by all means, this is my favorite resort. If you and I are ever there at the same time and you're in my hammock, well, I'm glad the water is warm. We'll say that. It is also the first place that we had our overwater wedding chapel. So that's why we started introducing it all across, not all across all the resorts, but throughout many of our resorts, we've now introduced that overwater wedding chapel. So Sandals Negril. Now that those that don't know, this is actually on the longest stretch of Negril's 7-mile beach. It is the longest beach in Jamaica. But of course, we don't sit on all 7 miles of it, but we do sit on a large stretch of it. I actually have the privilege of going here next week, so I could share with you all the new updates when I get to come back. And 2 of you, I believe, are joining me next week. So at Sandals Negril, it is an all beachfront resort. That means all the rooms are going to have a view of the beach or ocean. Sandals South Coast is also an all beachfront resort. So again, we'll share with you the views of the beach or the ocean. It being an all beachfront resort does not mean you have completely non-obstructed views. You can see here in this picture, there's trees to my right, trees to my left. So yes, maybe there may be a tree or so in between the view to the ocean, but for the most part, you'll have a beautiful, spectacular view of that ocean. Like you see here in our two-bedroom Butler suite. So you have the bedroom on the top, you have the living room on the bottom. And of course, your spa-like bathroom. So we're going to hop on this quick little flight. We're going to go over there to St. Lucia, where we're going to experience an exotic paradise, which is beyond compare. Now, we now have over 25 years of service here in St. Lucia on this beautiful island. Located in the Castries area, we have 2 resorts, and we have 1 located in the Gros Isla area. So let's meet the 3 resorts: Sandals Regency La Toc, Sandals Grand St. Lucian, and Sandals Halcyon Beach, where normally you have 3 times the fun at all Sandals resorts in St. Lucia. And normally you would have a shuttle that'll take you from resort to resort. So, ding, 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 number 2 on my list in my top 3 resorts is Sandal Grand St. Lucian. Okay, that's my that's in my top 3 of all resorts. But let me share with you a little bit about all 3 resorts and what makes each one slightly different than others. Regency La Toc. Gosh, Regency La Toc has all the new that we've been building. You're going to see beautiful, chic Caribbean design throughout that resort, where really it brings sophistication to the resorts and luxury that you can truly feel directly on the resorts. And let me tell you, it is a beautiful resort where you have some of the most breathtaking views directly from your room at Regency La Toc because it's located on a bluff. But if those that have mobility issues, Regency La Toc is not going to be the best because it's located on the bluff. It's very hard to walk around that resort. Now, those that do have mobility issues, Sandals Halcyon Beach in the Castries area is a beautiful resort where the tallest building is no taller than the tallest palm tree. Hint, hint, that's only 2 stories. But the tallest building is no taller than the tallest palm tree. Where at that particular resort, your main focus is just to relax. There's not too many water sports. There's not too much noise. I mean, that's a very beautiful resort to just relax on. Wow, the Grand St. Lucian. You put both resorts, you put them into one, and that's the Grand St. Lucian, where you have so much beach area for different activities and water sports. Yet you have beautiful relaxing areas and garden areas where you could just go on a hike and just relax. That's why you bring both of them together and you have the Grand, and why that one is in my top 3. So Sandals Regency La Talk at our golf resort and spa is our second, or is another one of our resorts that has a Greg Norman redesigned golf course. So yes, those that are looking to play golf, our Sandals Regency La Talk may be the resort for you. Sandals Halcyon Beach, which is now voted the best resort 24 years in a row for the St. Lucia area. This restaurant right here is actually Kelly's Dockside. Out of the 3 resorts, this is one of the best restaurants out of all in all 3 resorts. So those that go and stay at Le Talk or the Grand may want to do one night trip and have dinner here at Kelly's Dockside. This is what our honeymoon Butler room with private pool sanctuaries were before, and what they are now. Again, before, what they are now. And now we have swim up Butler rooms in the Crystal Lagoon. So again, we have been doing many different renovations, even with our restaurants. Again, what they were before to what they are now. Even more seating because it's become so popular. Now Sandals Grand St. Lucian has my 3 favorite restaurants: Bombay Club, Soy Sushi Bar, which yes, you can have sashimi there if you want to, because it's authentic sushi, and Kimonos, where it's teppanyaki restaurant. Those that may know Benihana's, where they cook in front of you, that's gonna be Kimonos, where they put on a show. And it's our 3rd and last location that, yes, has overwater bungalows. You see them right here. Moving on to one of my favorite islands, the island of Barbados, where we have 2 resorts located in the St. Lawrence Gap. So it's 1 island, 2 resorts, that's 5 pools, 4 whirlpools, and 18 restaurants with 11 bars. So in Barbados, these resorts are literally side by side. So all you have to do is walk along the beach and you're at one resort or the other. Which means, yes, you still have exchange privileges between the resorts, and you're still going to have twice the fun here at Sandals in Barbados. So Sandals Royal Barbados, it is our newest resort, already open, already people traveling there, but it is our newest resort, and we've done a lot of new things here that we've never done anywhere else, like our rooftop pool and our rooftop bar. We also, of course, have our top tier suites that get the Rolls-Royce transfers. We also have the largest pool in all of Barbados, where this right here is a huge picturesque area. You find that many couples and actually, believe it or not, a lot of women will go here to that glass, I guess that glass area in the front, and you see them all taking pictures, and it's just such a nice picturesque moment here. But you see that, and you're able to capture that when just by walking throughout the resorts. The reason why this is also one of my favorite resorts is, you're gonna find that it's those small memories at your resorts, small memories that go around when you're traveling, that really you're gonna remember years down the line. Yes, our resorts are all inclusive, but you're not gonna remember that 6 gin and tonic that you have. You're not gonna remember that 4th shot of tequila if you're drinking tequila. No, what you remember is the little things that happen on resort. So let me share my experience real quick. At Sandals Royal Barbados, I was walking along the beachfront, and as I was walking along the beachfront from resort to resort, you have a guy that was actually walking his pet monkey. Yes, I said it. He was walking his pet monkey, and as he's walking this monkey, I guess he was hanging out or doing something on the beach, and the monkey just makes a straight line straight for me. And it's like one of those small monkeys, But I didn't know what to do. All I know is monkeys are strong and, they're stronger than me, even though they're little tiny small things. Well, this monkey starts jumping on me. It goes on my shoulder and it's starting to like play with my ear. It's not pulling or nothing. It's just kind of playing with my ear. But for the first time ever, I was able to hold on to a monkey. How cool of an experience is that? Now let me tell you, at the time of, I was scared because I was like, a monkey. I'm not expecting to jump on me. But you know what? That was what, about 2 years ago? And that's still one of my favorite experiences at Sandals Royal Barbados. The fact that I got to play with this monkey. And again, it's those small, simple things that you're going to remember for the rest of your lives. That's what helps make your vacation. So whether they're going to Grenada because they want to see sea turtles and go snorkeling with the sea turtles because that's what that's famous for, or go scuba diving to see the underwater museums, or whether they want to go to Barbados because they want to try flying fish as a delicacy or play with monkeys. You have to find out what's that trigger that's going to truly make them have the vacation of their lifetime and truly be able to find that at our resorts. Sandals Royal Barbados also has its own little sports area and your own little private TVs that you can hang out. We call it our little separate living room. But it also has beers around the world. We have 16 different types of craft beers located at our bar here, which you could see here because nobody likes a warm beer. We actually have an ice ring that surrounds this particular bar. Again, first ever we've done that. And yes, you kind of see a little sneak peek over there to the left. We have our first ever Lovers Lane bowling alley, which is, of course, all included at Sandals and Beaches Resorts. Yes, in the typical fashion where love is all you need, we have beautiful Marilyn Monroe there in the background. And you see my favorite suites are sky pool suites facing the beach and the ocean. We also have our favorite restaurants, Chi, which is Asian cuisine, American's Tavern, which of course is American cuisine, and Butch's Steak and Seafood. So those that are looking to have some lobster tails, you're looking to eat here. We also have our first ever Sweet and Salty's Gourmet Donuts and Coffee. Now, for those that have never had a gourmet donut, whew, this has to be your number one stop place when you visit Sandals Royal Barbados. We also have the largest spa of the entire resorts, which spa services are included, meaning the cool or heated plunge pools, the steam rooms, those are going to be all included. Once you wanted like a couples massage or a massage treatment, yes, you have to pay for those. Beaches Resorts. I know I've talked for about an hour now. I promise I'll be very quick about Beaches Resorts. That way, our next session, I could strictly talk about the TA portal and how you can use that for your benefit. Okay? So, Beaches Resorts, which again is the resorts for everyone. We have some of our strongest partnerships here with Sesame Street. And it's now been voted for the world's leading all-inclusive family resorts for 20 years in a row. We have Sandals Negril, we have beaches located in Negril. We have beaches located in Turks and Caicos. Now, let me tell you, the best beaches I've ever seen, and I'm talking about actual sandy beach, but the best sandy beaches I've ever seen was at our beaches in Turks and Caicos, where it almost feels like talcum powder, and the water is crystal, turquoise blue. And then, of course, the beach at Sandals Emerald Bay in the Bahamas also has one of the best beaches I've ever seen. Those are the two resorts. That's the best beaches I've ever seen. Beaches Turks and Caicos is equipped of 5 separate villages. It's our largest beaches, and it's the only beaches that's in Turks and Caicos. The other 2 are located in Jamaica right now. But you can see it's a very large resort here. And again, you can sleep families of all different sizes here at our resorts. Okay. So at beaches, we also have certified nannies. We also have we also partner with our autism certifications, ibcces.org website to get autism certified. because all of our nannies, caretakers, and staff at beaches is autism certified. Um, we have our water parks and other items that are located at beaches. In fact, I have a separate beaches presentation that I could talk, for another half an hour strictly on just those 3 resorts. But I've already taken your time. It's already been an hour and 10 minutes. So now I'm going to open up this chat box and see any of these lovely questions to see what I can help with that I may have missed during this time. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Perfect. Y'all can see me now. Let me get into this chat box. I see over 100 things. So Patrice or whoever else was
I am with you, and I didn't see a lot of questions, but I know that they're at the end. So if you do have questions for Richard, if you can please put them in the chat box now, and then we can be able to go through them. Let's see here. I see Amanda. My clients are going to Sandals Ochi Resort and are waiting to renew their vows. It's just the couples, no group. Is there any extra charge for vow renewal?
There is an extra charge for a vow renewal. However, I know you said it's not a group, but if they're able to get 4 other couples to travel with them, other people that may want to share with their, share their celebrations, then they actually get a free renewal of the vows. But if it's just the one couple, then yes, it is at additional charge.
All right, and I see Nikki Haynes. She is, yes, we need to get the beaches resort in the near future. So we most definitely will work with Richard to get him back. He has a couple of other things that he'd like to really pour into us. So we'll work with him on that. Let's see, we have Cherry Hughes. Wow, I sold my oldest and will be 10 in February 1st, autism. Yes, Terry, and you most definitely need to become a special needs travel agent. You can inbox myself and I will help you get registered for the Pacifics. Let's see here, Richard. Turks and Caicos, okay.
Okay, I do see one question by Trisha Ramirez. If client wants to swim nude, is that type of private? No. You should not swim nude unless you have your own private pool sanctuaries. So those that saw the Rondevals, right? There's 2 different types of Rondevals that I showed you. You had the Rondeval suites that showed up in Grenada, where it was a true private pool. But then you had those swim up Rondevals at South Coast, where you share the pool. When you share that pool, no swimming nude. When you have your own, you do what you want. We have gates and stuff. Trust me. Most people are going on their honeymoon, so all kinds of stuff happens up in that room.
All right, the next one is Karen Higgins. I see the line of new resorts coming to St. Lucian when?
Say that one more time.
You were saying that there is a new resort coming in St. Lucian? I think that's
yes. It's funny that you say that. Believe it or not, we've announced that we were going to have a 4th resort in St. Lucia probably about 2 years ago. But in the typical Sandals fashion, we'll announce that we have a new resort. But until we have an actual opening date, soon come. Soon come is all we can say. Because, dates can get pushed back. We acquire new resorts like we are in Curacao and St. Vincent. So maybe that 4th resort in St. Lucia gets pushed back while we're trying to open 2 new destinations. So again, all I can say is soon come. But you're right. There was supposed to be a 4th Sandals Resort in St. Lucian, and we still own the land. And last time I was in St. Lucia, I saw that it was almost done being built. So who knows? Maybe soon come, maybe sooner than I expect.
Then Crystal is asking spa services scheduled in advance or at the resort.
Beautiful. I am so glad that she asked that question. Travel advisors out there, we are looking to put more money in our pockets. I know that sounds bad the way I say it, but look, being a travel advisor, you own your business. It is a business. Yes, you do it out of the kindness of your heart, but you're making money off of it. Things like the spa, like your Island Roots tours. Those can all be pre-booked, and anything that's pre-booked is commissionable. Once they're on resort and they book it on resort, you're not gonna see that commission, because we have hardworking staff that is selling the spa treatments. We have hardworking staff that, in fact, we have an Island Roots desk at every single resort. So they're gonna earn, what they earn off of it. But if you sell it prior to them going, which you should always put in additions, yes, they are definitely commissionable to you.
Okay, let's see. Fam trips. Passports needed for all locations. Mahogany, passports are needed. Churros asked about fam trips.
Okay. Fam trips come and go. They happen very, very, very quickly. You must be in touch with your BDM that's the closest to you, to your location, which again, as I mentioned, everybody email me your name, your phone number, and your city and state of which you're located at. Okay? Because any BD or anytime we do have FAMs, we're trying to grow our business that's in around our location. So, like for me, I had a fam trip that's leaving next week or on Saturday. I was scrounging around trying to find people for it. I couldn't get all 20 people from Archer because I got to give respect to all my agencies, but I could definitely pull one or two or three. Well, if you're living in New York, we have a BDM in New York. Maybe he or she's trying to find people to attend. Bam, they could go ahead and pull you, because again, you're going to help grow their business closest to them. We look for certain things. One, we looked at your CSS certified, which I know we have not had any of our courses in 2020. We're hoping to have something online for 2021, but we are trying to make sure that you're CSS certified, and we're hoping that you have a booking under your belts. You don't have to, but that is what we're looking for.
Well, I know there's one big question, Richard. How do we get Sandals certified?
To get Sandals certified, you can only do it by taking the CSS course. It's about 4.5 hours. They're going to be located in your hometowns where you're living at, or in the major cities of where you live in. In 2020, we canceled it due to COVID because they're in-person meetings. In 2021, we are hoping that we are doing a live 4.5 hour sessions. We haven't come out with it just because we're trying to figure out how we're going to do it. But once we do, and I have your contact information, you'll definitely be aware of it. Promise.
Right. Then let's see here. Passports for all locations.
You have to have passport in all locations. It's international. It's in the Caribbean. Must have passports in all locations.
All righty. Let's see here.
I see a lot of comments of everyone trying some of the different cuisine that we have at our 5-star global gourmet dining. Karen says that she checks out every restaurant. Well, some of them, when we have over 21 different unique restaurants at a certain resort, I'm sure that's got to be tough, Karen.
There was a question, can you still sell sandals without certification? Most definitely.
Of course. You can most definitely sell sandals without being CSS certified. And of course, if you have any questions regarding a certain resort, because you're new to the business, you haven't been there, you don't know much about Jamaica, pretending, right? Call your BDM. Call me, send me an email. There's also tips and tricks on the TA portal, which is going to happen in our next session. But there's also tips and tricks on the TA portal to assist you to find the perfect resort for that client.
Let's see here.
Mammy Dave wants to see the camera. No.
They're just moving so fast. Okay, let's just stop on one thing that we might like to talk to a little bit more, Richard, on, and it's from Marissa. Is it true that you have to be with our church, Evolution, for 6 months in order to book? We're laughing, family. We're not laughing at that comment, Marissa. But, we might have something to share with you guys, but I don't know if Richard wants to share on this platform until we kind of...
Sure, why not? I'll go ahead.
Let's go for it, Richard, because I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm an open book, so I mean, you can ask me questions. I'm gonna be right up and honest with you. So when I started with Sandals, we did these things called, gosh, what are they called? Unveilings, right? Where are the bigwigs of the company? You know, even Mr. Bush Stewart himself would travel to all the different cities, and they would talk to the travel advisors, right? One of the biggest things they said is we do not work with MLM companies. Okay. What is an MLM? Multi-level marketing companies. Flat out, we don't work with them, right? Well, I've heard of Evolution, which is slightly different than Archer Travel. I've been told off the record, Evolution is an MLM company, right? Again, off the record, I've been told that. I wanted to make sure that all my progress with Archer Travel Group / Evolution Travel was not in vain. And therefore, I did put in 6 months because I used to be a travel advisor. I know how long the training takes. You know, us as BDMs, we're here to teach you about our brand. And when I first started working with Archer, I realized I was teaching advisors how to be a travel advisor, how to make a booking, how to ask the appropriate questions, how to, like I should never be asked a question after an advisor's been an advisor for 6 months. Oh, is Sandals in Hawaii? No, of course not. You do one simple Google search and you'll realize Sandals is not in Hawaii, right? Those are not the questions that I should be answering, okay? And so I was finding that I was having a lot of difficulty because most of my time was teaching them how to be an advisor. So I spoke to Jill, I spoke to Patrice, and a few different higher ups in Archer Travel Group, and I said, look, if BDMs across the United States are getting the same difficulty as me, they're going to find out in our head office that whether it's true or not, that Evolution is MLM, and therefore they're not going to be allowed to sell sandals. I did not want that to happen. So I said, okay, well, if we put in that 6-month tier, by then, advisors should know how to be an actual advisor. Then they can sell a 5-star luxury included vacation. So I manually inputted that in, right? Because I'm trying to save all saving graces, and I want to make sure that we're able to assist everybody that's part of Archer Travel Group without any negative backlash from my head office, okay? So I inputted that. Just recently, okay, so now you know my reasoning for inputting that, right? I'm trying to protect Archer Travel Group and I'm trying to protect myself as a BDM. That was my reasoning for that. Recently, I've been told I do not have the powers to implement something like a 6-month probationary period. So because I don't have the powers of doing that, since I'm so low on the totem pole, no. To simplify the answer is no. There is no longer a 6-month waiting period to get logons for the TA portal for Evolution Travel. Okay? But please, if you're talking to your BDMs throughout the United States, please, make sure it's after you've learned how to sell basic travel. Okay, we are a 5-star luxury included vacation. That's going to be different than selling a 3-night carnival cruise off the coast of Long Beach, where a carnival only has 3 categories. Again, I used to be a travel advisor in the past. I know what it takes. Okay, so if you are going to reach out to your local BDMs, please just make sure that you have knowledge of being an advisor first. Okay, but again, to answer that question, no, there is no longer a 6-month waiting period.
Richard, I have a question for you. This is Patrice.
Go ahead.
Have you had dialogue with Archer? Because I think they have the system kind of set that if you have not been with Archer for 6 months, they will not let the request go through for access for sandals. So we can talk offline on that tomorrow and see if we can have a conversation with them, because it's also there. If they go in and they don't see that you've been in the company 6 months, they don't let you submit.
Okay, so they won't even let them submit it now.
They have to be approved for it.
They have to be approved. So what we
Okay.
would do is, Richard, let's take it offline and we can talk, because I know you're gonna be heading out in a couple of days. Let's have a conversation back with Archer tomorrow. We're probably with Reggie.
Yeah, we could do that. We could have it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be on the road, so I'll just connect my phone on Bluetooth, and yeah, we can talk about that tomorrow.
Okay, so family, we heard it from Richard first, but we most definitely need to reach back out to Archer. So then they can figure out what they're going to do for approvals or non-approvals. So this is exciting news. I had a conversation with Richard today, so we're excited. But I know it is like 7:23. You guys had tons and tons of questions. So Richard is going to drop his email address information inside the thread. He is asking for you to email him with the information that he requested. What he's going to do, once he gets that information, he is going to get it forward over to your BDM. But you guys already know, if you have access and you've been a silent agent and you have not been in your TA portal, please get into your TA portal, and you can also locate your BDM. And if you're on the sunrise call in the mornings of 5:30 with us on Tuesdays for travel training, you will get this information. So make sure if you already have access, you have not been in the portal, go inside the portal. There's tons of information. This presentation is their corporate presentation, but if you need anything, go into the portal. They have the digital photo book and everything's there. They do have one main question, Richard. They wanted to know about the COVID piece. I know you talked about it at the beginning of the presentation. They just want to reassure themselves about how is Sandals handling COVID. I know, I've been there. I was just there early last month at the South Coast and seen everything going on, and it's phenomenal. Go on, Richard.
Okay, so just giving you guys a heads up, I am sharing my screen momentarily once I get out of my old PowerPoint. But then I'm going to share my screen that's going to have the email address that you guys need. Oh my goodness. PowerPoint would not close. Here we go. Let me share this screen for now. There we go. You guys should all be able to see my email address. Okay, so what are we doing in response to COVID? We have our Platinum Protocols of Cleanliness. And actually, now that I think about it, a video shows more than words can explain. So you guys asked for it. Let me give it to you. I know you guys could, let me stop that real quick. Let me share with you. And there, new. Square, here it goes. What loves need. Protocols of Cleanliness. Is this the short one?
Sandals.
Yep. Okay. Let me share with you my screen, and you'll see exactly what we're doing with our protocol of cleanliness. So let me go back here. Share screen. And there you go.
Sandals is always specialized in two people in love. So we know it's all about finding the space to be alone together. Whether you want to stroll hand in hand along a flawless stretch of white sand beach, find a cozy space that was made for romance, or even enjoy a candlelit dinner for two at one of our 5-star global gourmet restaurants, Sandals has created endless open spaces where love can blossom. It's been said, the sun, sea, and fresh air are the best medicine of all. We couldn't agree more. Sandals have an abundance of wider spaces, physical distancing to even greater lengths. As the brand you can trust, our guests have been and always will be priority number one. For nearly 40 years, we've led the industry in health and safety protocols that ensure our guests enjoy a totally worry-free vacation. And in preparation for welcoming guests back to Sandals, we're once again setting a new standard of excellence with our platinum protocols of cleanliness to give guests even greater peace of mind. Extensive research from local ministries and health officials, the Center for Disease Control, and the World Health Organization, we've instituted advanced hygiene practices across 18 touch points. A triple check system that includes inspecting, cleaning, and sanitizing hard surfaces and common areas every 20 minutes. Adding auto-dispensing hand sanitizing stations throughout the resort. To ensure the utmost safety, Sandals will be using hospital-grade disinfectants, electrostatic sprayers for advanced cleaning, UV lighting equipment to inspect cleanliness, and air duct sanitization for each room before every guest's arrival. We've gone so far as to steam clean and sanitize carpeting and flooring prior to arrivals, and placing personal hand sanitizers in every guest room. For added safety, all staff members are required to wear protective face gear at all times. And from now on, guests will be able to begin their Sandals experience before even leaving their house. Guests can check in online at home, which lets them bypass the front desk and go directly to their rooms. Stricter physical distancing protocols have also been put in place in every part of the resort. In addition, all of our spa facilities and sports equipment will be sanitized before and after use with hospital-grade disinfectants. We're also committed to providing a dedicated quality inspection team at each resort to ensure strict compliance and implementation of these safety protocols, so that our guests can enjoy a 5-star luxury included vacation that's 100% worry-free. Our entire family is ready to welcome you back to Sandals, where everyone is once again ready to show you the time of your life. So, don't worry about a thing, because at Sandals, everything's gonna be all right.
Perfect. So like I said, I knew it would speak a million words. These are, again, my email address right here on the screen. Back to you, Patrice.
Well, Richard, we like to personally thank you for just continuing and pouring into each and every one of us and your Sandals team. And I just like to say thank you for, the Archer business partners that are taking advantage of the FAMs. And I'm really excited to know that the 6 months piece is open up where it'll allow us to get all of our new business partners registered and connected with a BDM. I'd like to personally tell you thank you. I will hit you up tomorrow for us just to kind of chime back into Archer to see what we can do on our end to allow them know that you guys are opening up that 6-month window.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. And family, just want to let you guys know, Quick Start will not happen tonight, but we're looking forward to seeing each and every one of you on Quick Start 2 next Tuesday, the same at 7 p.m. for Quick Start. Everyone, just type in the chat box. Thank Richard. Give him some salutes. Honor the amazing things because he did an awesome job.
Fuck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was my pleasure to be on the call with everyone.
All right. Take care, family. This call is officially over.